Hello, my friends. Welcome to my, what is this? Today is the 27th of February. Can you guys believe that February is over? My goodness gracious. Where has the time gone? Whoops, I guess we don't need volume over here. There we go. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I know that some of you have gotten some crazy snow where you live. Fortunately, no snow here in Tucson. We do wake up to a little bit of frost out on, the pasture and stuff where the animals are. But other than that, nothing like what you guys have been dealing with. We have had some pretty crazy windstorms. We had a little bit of the residual of the storm that was over, that crazy storm that hit Southern California. We kind of got the tail end of that, but by the time it hit us, it was pretty dull. We got a little bit of rain, but nothing to write home about. Hello, Kay. Who else did I see pop in here? Hello, Peggy. The move is going good. Let me tell you guys. So, what was it? Saturday, I went up to the other house and I put a bunch of stuff away. I got things organized. I had been putting things in boxes because once we get moved, we're going to have a big, huge garage sale up there. So I've been putting boxes of garage sale stuff aside, but it kind of got all put together when boxes got moved up to the other house. So I went up there on Saturday. We put some things away in the kitchen, got some stuff organized, just kind of went through, wrapped my brain around what is there. And then we will now start moving big furniture from here. All the pictures are off the wall down here, besides just the few that are in my daughter's room. I'm trying to leave her room alone until it gets closer to time to move, because I don't want to disturb her stuff too much, just because I don't want to send her like into a spiral of seizures and that kind of stuff if I overwhelm her too much. So I'm going to leave her stuff alone until it comes down to, the deadline that we need to get stuff moved right away. So I'm leaving her room alone. Her room will probably be one of the last things that I touch. Bookshelves are empty and stuff. Like, all of her bookshelves are over here. All the books are packed off of it, but the bookshelf is still sitting here because it has my Stampin' Cut and Boss machine over there. So it has to stay there until the last minute. So inside of the one far room that the older gentleman that we had living with us, he is no longer living with us. He's found his own place. And so his room is now being used for stuff that we are now currently boxing up. The boxes go in there, and then when my husband gets the trailer, he loads stuff up and then takes a load up to the other house. So that's how that's going. Hello, Melanie. Thank you, Kay, for sharing. Hello, Marcia. Hello, Cheryl. Here I am hitting buttons. Eey, I better stop doing that. I need to be reading from over here. So yeah, so that's kind of how the move is going. It is going, but we're still waiting. They said, the city of Tucson said that they would have our water meter put in up there, because that's one of the other reasons why we haven't been able to fully move either, is we have to get another water meter put in, because since there's two homes on the property, if we were to run the water off of one meter, it would throw us way over this threshold and we would be paying out the nose for water. So my dad paid the city the money to have a new water meter put in there for our home. So they said that they would have it done by the end of February. Well, they've got one day left because today is over. So maybe tomorrow they'll be there and get that meter put in. Speaking of tomorrow, hello, Frida. My mom goes in for her surgery, finally. Hello, Sheila. So those of you guys who have been following me, you know that my mom has to have a heart procedure done. She had the option to either have open heart surgery or have the TAVR procedure. She's going to go with the TAVR. And so that's what she goes in tomorrow to have done. She was supposed to have it done was it not last Monday, the Monday before, and the insurance denied it because I don't know what. I don't know where the loose end fell through, but for some reason it didn't happen. Hello, Debbie. So she is now having it tomorrow. So she will be here bright and early. I don't know how bright it's going to be. It'll still be dark here, but she'll be here at 4:45 in the morning to pick me up. And then I will then drive us to the hospital. And they said that she will be there between 1 and 2 days. Just depends on how she, handles everything. So she's kind of a trooper. So I'm pretty sure she'll, be out of there probably, by Wednesday. But if not, then, she stays. Thank you, Debbie, for sharing. Oh, your husband had that done and it did awesome. Well, they have been saying good things about it. So it's the less invasive of the two heart procedures that they could do. They said because of her age that she's still young enough that she shouldn't have to have the full open heart where, they have to crack her chest and do all that crazy stuff. That this way, the downtime is a lot less. Granted, there's still risks with any surgery you have done. So we will be there. She is the first surgery of the day. So they should be bright and perky that early in the morning, her going in to be the first surgery of the day. Oh yeah, that's right. She was supposed to have it on Valentine's Day. Exactly. So, yeah, it's been 2 weeks. So she will have that done. And my husband took tomorrow off. He was on vacation that full week of Valentine's Day to be home so I could be up there helping her and whatnot. So we're getting it done. Wow, 2 months ago. See, my mom's going to be 70 the end of this year. So yeah, they're close to the same age. And how's he doing now 2 months afterwards? Was the downtime, the recovery pretty quick, like they say? I mean, I guess it all has to do with, the person and how well they take care of themselves and make sure they're not, getting up out of bed and lifting, because that's what they said, that because since they go through the main artery, she has to really be careful with what she picks up so she doesn't dislodge that little, I guess it's a piece of, I don't remember what it is, something that goes inside of the body that clogs that artery. And so she has to carry a cart around for a couple of months to let any doctors, if she goes into any appointments or whatnot, to let them know that she has this piece of, not cartilage, I can't remember what it's called, lodged in there. So they don't bump it or disturb it or whatever, because clearly we all know what happens when an artery is open. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but I know she's got this. It's just another bump in the road. And once we get moved, it's all going to be great. We'll be right there next to each other. And then we can start doing the things we want to do. So yeah, hello, Vicky. Hello, Lorraine. So yeah, other than that, we have 1 day left of celebration, which just blows my mind. I feel like celebration just started. So you have 1 more day to earn your celebrations freebies. Now those are earned by spending $50. Each $50 increment, you can earn a celebrations item. We have a celebrations brochure, and as of February 1st, they came out with a PDF that has more to celebrate. So there's 10 extra more items that you can earn for free with that brochure. Now you can find out more information about that if you visit my blog over at stampinthepinkbarn.com. Now that is Stampin' as in STAPIN, not stamping, Stampin' like Stampin' Up, the Pink Barn. So, .com. So if you go there, you can go over to promotions. And then once you scroll through that, you can find the celebrations, more to celebrate. You can find, we actually have a brand new promotion starting February 1st. So on March 1st on Wednesday, it is the online exclusive products. which I'll show you the pamphlet once we get flipped around here. Ooh, sleet in Pennsylvania. Yeah, no bueno. I don't like ice. I love snow. Now, you know what's funny is I was on my Facebook page looking earlier, and I had seen, because I'm from Southern California, we used to go up to Big Bear. Well, I had just seen a bunch of pictures of Big Bear just covered in snow. Like they got a lot of snow there because of that big storm that just hit through there. Hello, Vicky. And also I was looking at Julian, which is up the hill from where we used to live. We lived in Temecula, or not Temecula, but in Awanga, which is up the hill from Temecula, kind of right below Anza over in Southern California. And so when I was scrolling through there, a bunch of these pictures from Julian, which is an old like village. From what I can remember, I was really young when we went there, but it was a really neat like Germany village kind of thing right in the heart of California. But it was a neat little place, little antique shops, and now it may completely be different now because this was 30 plus years ago that I had been there. But every time we drive through California and go to, you know, San Diego or wherever we're going, I always say we need to stop in Julian because I want to see like what 30 years, you know, what has changed, what I still in my mind remember as a youngster, if it's still the same way that I remember it. Because you know how when you remember things as a kid and then as you get older and you go to those same places and you're like, oh my gosh, this is not what I remembered at all. Like my brain is twisted or something. But yeah, it's a neat little village. I would love to go back up there again. Same with, what's it called? Thousand Oaks. We used to go camping there all the time. Love it there. So just those little places that, you know, you have in your mind that you remember as a kid. Those are places that I want to take my kids to. And, you know, when we start doing our traveling, it's where I want to go and, you know, check it out and see if it's the way it was back then. I doubted it is because nothing's the way things were back then. The good old days, right? The years have caused some change. Ooh, a Dutch apple pie at the Julian Pie Company. Well, bing, I'm there. I love apple pie. Yes, that would be fabulous. I will have to definitely check that out the day that I get my butt up there. So is Debbie, you have to have surgery? So yeah. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around because I know I've been sitting here chatting a lot. I know we've talked about a lot, but I want to go through a couple of things that are still going because I do want to show you guys that celebration. So you know that you still have another day to grab some of those products because you're not going to want to miss that because while you're spending your hard-earned money, you might as well be earning free items with it, right? Okay, so hold on. Let me get you guys flipped around. Oh, if Debbie Spicer is still on here, girl, I need to message you because it's really funny. When I went and looked at your profile, we kind of have some very similar stomping grounds, especially up in the Central Oregon area. And it was kind of coincidental that when you had first come on here, my mom really was like, oh my gosh, I think I know her. I think I know her from when we lived up in Bend. So I'm going to message you because I think there's some ties there somewhere and that would be really, really crazy weird. But I just thought I would shout that out to you because your name really kind of hit one of those little like, oh my gosh, I think I remember her. So I just wanted to let you know that I will be messaging you. You might have to give me a couple of days because like I said, we're getting ready for my mom's surgery tomorrow, but I really think we might actually know you from from way back in the day. Just saying. All right. So here we are for my every Monday. I do my online free stamping class. So you are here joining me. We have a new paper pumpkin that has just recently been released. This is the 10 years of growth. This is Paper Pumpkin's 10th year anniversary box. They're going to actually include a free gift for you, which is going to be an extra stamp set. So you're going to get the stamp set that comes with this kit plus an extra stamp set, which is going to be pretty cool that they have done that for all their Paper Pumpkin subscribers. This says it's Paper Pumpkin's 10th year anniversary, and we want to celebrate how much we've grown. This month's kit is all about happy greetings, organic and botanical designs, and a free gift as a part of our anniversary celebration that we hope you'll love. It's also the occasion to root for the people in your life who help you grow. Let them know you recognize their support at different chapters of your life by sending them heartfelt cards with happy, fresh, and colorful designs. So this is going to come with 9 cards, each of 3 designs, and 9 coordinating envelopes. It's going to come with the gold foil sentiments, an all occasion stamp set, plus that free stamp set, and a polished pink Stampin' Spot. So that is an awesome kit. It is an all-in-one kit. If you haven't seen that, your first kit will come with a clear block, kind of like one of these little clear blocks, so you can mount your stamps. So that's a pretty cool deal that you will have that to be able to use your stamps, because some people ask, well, does it come with anything to use? It does. It comes with a clear block for you to use. So here are the 2 promotions that we have for the celebrations. You've got the brochure, and then you've got the 10 extra items that have been added. Now, I do want you to know that in order to get anything that is on here, you will need to go over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com. It's actually right up here, .com. And you will scroll down and you're going to see more to celebrate. And then you need to print off this PDF so you can actually use these codes that are on this PDF, because as you'll see, some of these products are inside of our current catalogs. And if you use those codes that are in the catalogs, you're not going to get this item as your celebrations. So I want you to know that you have to have the codes that are on this PDF. Okay. The one thing that is currently gone and has been sold out is the dainty flowers. I do want you to know that. I did check it again today. So that is the one item that is on the celebrations that is no longer available. All right. So starting March 1st, this is the online exclusives. Now this is a PDF only showing you a few things. As of March 1st, they're going to be adding more things to the online exclusive part of the store. So we have a new sweet collection. This is called Hello Irresistible Sweet Collection. This is a stamp with the dies along with the paper and the embellishments. Now those little embellishments, they are not adhesive backed. They come in a little container like this. They are loose, so these are great for your little shaker cards. You can put a little dot of glue and glue these down to your projects, but they are super, super cool. And I just love these little loose frosted dots. Now the paper and this has some retired colors that they've actually brought back with this. I know it is Loose Lagoon or Lagoon, yeah, Loose Lagoon, I think it's called. And then the other one is Pretty Peacock. You can read about this again over on my blog and print off this PDF so you can see these items. Tonight I'm going to actually be using one of these embossing folders, and I did create the same card using a different one of these, so I could show you 2 of the embossing folders that are here. And then eventually I'm going to start playing with this. I just didn't want to start showing you guys projects and all that kind of stuff until you're able to order it, because it's almost like hanging that piece of candy over you and go, haha, you can't touch it. Lost Lagoon. There you go, Sheila. That's what it's called. Lost Lagoon. I was reading Loose Frosted. That's where the loose came from. But Lost Lagoon sounds a lot better. So yeah, just to let you know that I'm going to start playing with this, and then I will start showing you projects using this super cute collection here. And that paper is just gorgeous, you guys. Okay, so let me move all my papers here, and we're going to get to last week's cards and do our giveaways. Okay, so last week, we made these pretty little cards here. So this first card that I made, I think this is great for a masculine card. This is using that picturesque stamp set. Now, if you are on my team, you will see that what did I do? Oh, Make It Monday challenge that I have just posted. Now, it's all about you creating some of the St. Patrick's Day cards. And once you create those, you will put those in the comments over, like I said, as long as you're on my team. And that will be one of you lucky winners who add it to the comments over there, your projects. You could win the picturesque stamp set along with the 3 twine combo pack, which I think is put away right now. But so for this first card, this is going to come to you like this. This is for liking last week's video. This is going to go to Miss Patty Rutledge. So Patty, this is coming your way. All right, card number 2, this little beauty right here. This is using that Lighting the Way. I love this little firefly. I love the dimension that they gave with this, so you can create the little wings on here. There's some Wink Stella on there traveling behind his little tail mark. And I put some Wink Stella in the little circle of the lamp, so you can, it looks like it's sparkling. Hello, Frida. So this beautiful little card here, that's what I did in the inside, if you saw the pictures over on my blog. This card here is going to go for commenting last week. Miss Anna Rebadu won this beautiful card. So congratulations. And then the last card I made was using, this is a part of that Celebrations. Hello, Jackie. This is the Favored Flowers Designer Series paper. This is absolutely gorgeous. Again, this is one of those items that you can earn for $50 with your level 1 Celebrations item. Now, this is actually an easel card that goes like this. And this little tag here was using the Something Fancy dies. I just love those dies. I think those dies are going to be well loved. Even aside the stamp set, I can see so many things, sentiments going in the inside of that. So this sits like that. It is a little easel card. Now for sharing last week's video, this is going to go to Sheila Isley. So Sheila, I know I saw you on here. This is going to be coming your way. So watch for your guys' happy mail for these beautiful cards. So congratulations, all you guys. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and sharing my video. Okay, as if you guys saw on my heading of this, we're going to be making some St. Patrick's Day cards today. Now, they're going to be a little bit different than what you think using clovers, shamrocks, that kind of stuff, or little leprechauns. I kind of went outside of the box because we have a stamp set that is the clover and, oh, I can't remember what it's called right now, but the punch, it is actually a bundle, the stamp set with the die, or with the punch. The punch is no longer available, which is really sad because it is a really cute set and I almost went to buy it, and then I saw that the clover punch was no longer available. Well, I'm not a huge fan. Hello, Andrea. I am not not a huge fan of fussy cutting. So Lucky Clover, that's what that stamp set is called. And it is adorable stamp set, don't get me wrong. But I just loved it even more with the punch. And since the punch is no longer available and it will not come back in stock, I didn't get it. But so I had to think outside of the box and I had to create these cards using something different. Now, I am going to be using the Country Bouquet along with the Country Bouquet punch. Now, I do know that this is on back order. I checked it again today. It says it's not going to be in until April 15th. That is just kind of an estimated time. Hello, Bonnie. So that may not be the case. It might come in sooner than that. But nonetheless, I'm sure you all have some kind of dies or some kind of punches or something that is heart-shaped that you can do this just, you know, as well without having this particular punch. But this is what I'm using because I know a lot of you probably have that bundle because it was a hot comedy, and I know that's why they don't have it in stock right now. So, okay, card number 1. And you'll see the sentiments that I'm using too. Sentiments are just from random because there is no St. Patrick's Day, Lucky, 4-leaf clover. There's nothing like that in the sentiments. So I have brought in other stamp sets that say like Lucky, and you'll see that as I go along here. The first one that I grabbed out is the Honeybee Home, and this says Best of Luck. So I'm going to try to incorporate that on one of the cards that I make because, you know, I love being able to use my stamp sets and use them very versatile. And with this one saying Best of Luck, what better of a sentiment do I need there? Okay, so let me get this stuff out of the way. And let's grab our score blade. Now, this is Granny Apple Green. It is a beautiful, bright and cheery green. This is 11 by 4 1/4, and I am going to score this at 5.5. All the cutting and scoring dimensions and everything will be over on my blog tomorrow. You'll be able to find those over there. Okay, so that is our base. So we're just going to fold this in half and burnish this. The next piece that we need, this is also Granny Apple Green, and this is 4 1/4 by 5.5. So there is no downsize of that. That is the same exact size as the front of my card base. Now what I'm going to do with this is in that online exclusive, there is that 3-pack of embossing folders. And like I said, I'll show you the other card that I made earlier using this polka dot one. So I think I'm going to actually use this little kind of checkety looking, I don't know the name of it. I don't think it has a name, but I'm going to use this embossing folder. And now these are 3D embossing folders, so they're really thick. So we have to use our 3D embossing plate. So let me grab that and grab the big machine here. Take a drink of my water. Okay, so let's bring this over here, and I just knocked a bunch of paper down. Okay, so we're going to put this paper right inside of this folder. Now, normally I would tell you to spritz this, but I don't know if I have any plain water in one of these because I'm not sure if I sprayed alcohol in that. But normally I would just spritz this like that because I think adding water, especially to a 3D, it just gives it a little bit of extra give. And it smells like that was rubbing alcohol, not water, but oh well. It'll still do the job. Whew, that was very strong. Yikes. but at least it'll dry faster now, so. Bonnie, you lost sound. Is anybody else lost sound from me? Can you guys throw some thumbs up if you guys can still hear me? You guys still there? Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear. All right. Okay, so that is what that looks like. It has a really neat broken up like check tick mark kind of thing. All right, good. Okay, you guys can all hear me. All right, good. Just so we make sure that our volume is good. Now, it was supposed to be just water. Yes, Marcia. I was supposed to spray just water, but mine had rubbing alcohol in it. But that's okay because it just needs some kind of a fluid on there, because then it makes your paper, you can actually, I mean, rubbing alcohol actually kind of worked well because then it dried super fast. So I'm not complaining. I just can't stand the smell of it. But it worked and it did its job. But normally I just use water in my Stampin' Spritz. All right, so that is going to then go on the front of that like that. But it just, using the liquid makes the paper a little bit more pliable. So then it gives it a much more defined embossed look, I think. Now, some of you might disagree with me and that is a-okay, but that's just what I have found. Okay, so the sentiment that I am using is this is actually a $50 level 1 stamp set from Celebration, and it says good luck up here. So I'm actually going to be using that good luck sentiment for this card. I need a piece of basic black. This is 1 inch by 4 1/4. We're going to put that right on there, and you guys will totally get what I'm doing with this in just a second. I'm going to be using my Stylish Shapes dies along with my, this is called the Fine Shimmer paper. I'm going to use just a scrap of this gold, like that. And I am going to use the second to smallest to cut that square out. And when I do, I'm going to come out with a square just like that. And then I'm going to take a scrap of black, and using the smallest one, if I can get it out of there, I'm going to run that through my embossing machine, and then I'm going to come out with that, the smallest one. Okay. And then I need a scrap of garden green. Okay. This seems like it kind of got a little bit bigger, so let's make sure this is at 4 1/4 so it doesn't stretch too far. Yep, see, there was a little sliver that needed to come off there. Okay, so I'm going to take the black, the 1 inch by 4 1/4, and I'm going to glue that straight down. Now this is a very, very simple card that you guys can do with any color. It's actually really cute to do during Christmas time. Just use red paper and you'll see once I get going here, you'll see what I have up my sleeve, if you guys haven't already figured it out. But I am going to now come in with my gold embossing powder, and I need my little embossing buddy here and my Versamark. Now I did see that Versamark pad is on back order as well, so hopefully you guys all have a Versamark pad. So I'm going to take my good luck and stamp it right in the center of this little black square, and it worked perfect with the size. Okay, just like that. Now I'm gonna need some tweezers because this is so little. I do not want to burn myself. And look, I forgot to use the embossing buddy. Huh. Well, you guys do better than me. You use your embossing buddy because I forgot. But thank God there was no static on this paper at the moment. Good thing it's small enough. So let's get that out of the way. We're gonna need that later. So let me grab my heat tool here. Okay, just like that. Beautiful, melts like butter. All right, now we're gonna take that and we're just going to glue that right to our little gold piece here. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to set those two pieces aside. I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little 1-inch piece off of this because you'll see why here in just a second. Now I'm going to keep my Versamark out because I need Versamark for this. I also need my, where did I move that? I am going to be using the small little heart right here. Now this stamp comes, where did I put my stamp? Well, cool. I just had it. Where did I put it? Because I can't do this card without that stamp. Oh my goodness. Well, oh Jesus, it's sitting right in front of me, dummy. Golly. Woo! Losing my marbles. That's okay. Oh, stress be real, I tell you what. God. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this. Pay no attention to the fool on your screen. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this 3 times, and I'm stamping it upside down. I know that's kind of goofy. Okay, just like that. Okay, but because this punch, now with Versamark, it gives me the tone on tone. It's just a skosh darker, and that's kind of the effect that I want with this. So see, when I flip this over, that heart is upside down. So it just is easier for me to punch this out upside down, and it matches perfectly. That I can just run this right across this little strip. Just like that. And then I have this little spare piece that can just go in the trash. Okay. Flip over here. Okay, so there's our little hearts. Now what I'm going to do is make sure they're all facing the same way. I'm going to roll out some glue dots here, my mini glue dots, and I have one sitting right here. So I'm just going to take one and I'm just going to go right in the middle of that, where just the tip is touching the middle of that glue dot. And then the other two I'm going to take and I'm going to go right to the side of it, if I can hang on to this thing. There we go. Like that. And then like that. Okay. You guys see what I see, right? Do you see what I see? Okay, don't quit my day job, right? So I have a clover. So now what I'm going to do with this little piece is I'm going to use some of my black dimensionals, and I'm going to pop this up. And I'm going to line up the little black border matching that black strip that I have in the back there. So it looks like a little belt. Isn't that adorable? And then I'm going to take this with that little glue dot right there in the center, and I'm just going to poke it right like that. So that's just holding my little clover. And then why not add a cute little gold sequin here. So I'm just going to grab that gold sequin and put it where you don't see my little glue dot. Ha! Genius, right? I humor myself. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're going to add this right to the card front, and bada bing, bada boom, we have our first card made. Wasn't that so stinking simple? But look how cute that card is. And I used hearts. Who would have thunk, right? Well, because we all know that clovers look like hearts. So you just put 3 of those hearts together, and voila, you have an adorable little Thanksgiving, geez Louise, St. Patrick's Day card. Woo! Get your holidays right, girl. So isn't that cute? And it's very simple. But again, like I said, during Christmas time, you can take and use red cardstock, do this same little layout here, and it is just adorable for like a little Santa card. Whew, and I'm getting a hot flash. So I gotta take this sweater off. All right, so let me show you the other one that I made. This is the other one that I made, and this is using that other embossing folder that comes with that 3-pack. And then I did my little clovers in, this is Mossy Meadow. So isn't that cute? Aren't those adorable? Just fun and easy, and just kind of one of those quick cards that you can just do and send a bunch of these out. So there is card number 1. All right, let's get to the next card. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way, but without losing it, like I'm doing with my brain. All right, card number 2. All right, we're going to be using Garden Green ink. So I'm going to move the Versamark for the moment. My base is a Garden Green base. This is 11 by 4 1/4. We're going to get the scoring blade out and score this in the center. So at 5 1/2. So there is my base. Then I need a piece of white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. That is going to be my next layer. This is from the In Color Designer Series paper. This is also Garden Green. This is, I believe, I want to say 2 1/4, but I could be wrong. Nope, 1 3/4. Boy, was I off. This is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of black here, which is 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. And then this is from that penciled, what's it called? the Perfect Pencil Designer Series paper. This is all black and white paper here. This is in our annual catalog, so that's our big catalog. I haven't played too much with this paper, so I thought, I'm going to pull some of that out for a little black and white effect. Now this is 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. So this is going to layer right on top of there. It's only going to have the black border on the long sides. The ends are going to touch like that. Then I took a piece of basic white and I cut out my, where's it at here? Using my layering circles, I used this one right here, and that is the 3-inch scalloped circle. And that's what we're going to do our stamping on. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere this piece to this. Well, hopefully once I get moved, my mom has decided to get this upgraded internet thing up at the other house. So hopefully when I get moved, there will not be any issues on my part when it comes to the internet. Now, I'm not sure if it's my part or if it's on your end. Not sure, doesn't matter, but I have to decide whether or not I like that behind or on top. Either way, I'm going to do it on top. So I'm just going to take this. I think I'm going to use this side because those almost look like little 4-leaf clovers. So I'm going to stick to that side. Okay, that's going to go just like that. Okay, and then this piece is going to go on here, but I want to, before I put that on, I'm going to do my stamping first on here. Okay, so we are going to need both of the hearts from the Country Bouquet. This is these 2 hearts right here. Now they nest inside of one another, so I am going to be using the more leafy one I'm going to do in the garden green, and this one I'm going to stamp in the Versamark. So I'm going to use my buddy for this one and make sure I get all the fingerprints and stuff off of there so it doesn't stick. Grab my Versamark pad, and I said I'm going to use the one with the hearts and stuff with this. So this will fit right inside of this heart here, or this circle, just like that. Okay, I'm going to use my gold embossing powder here and my tweezers. Okay, there we go. Move that aside, grab the heat tool. Okay. there to cool. And now coming in with my garden green. I'm going to grab, I just had a little scrap. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to line this up in here, and hopefully you guys don't stare at my gray hairs, but I got to get this lined up in here, and I can't do that if I'm not over the top of it. There we go. Give that a second to soak in. And then voila, beautiful. Oh, that turned out gorgeous. Okay, so there is my focal point. So what we're gonna do is get the powder off of me. I'm gonna use the stamp set. Where did it go? The Best of Luck, right here from that Honeybee Home. Well, let's get this put on here first. Okay, this is going to touch both of our sides and go all the way to the ends of our green there. So I'm going to go up just a skosh with that. Don't ask me the direct measurements of a skosh, but you know, we can all kind of just figure that one out. A hair, a skosh, you know, just one of those weird words. Okay, I think I might actually pop that up after I kind of get that little warping effect out of that, since it was heat embossed. We'll just kind of overdo it on the dimensionals, and that should take that warp out of that. Okay, we're going to stick that right like, let's get it even. Right like that. There we go. Then we're going to take the Best of Luck and the Garden Green, and that's going to go right down here in this corner. Oh, beautiful. Now, while we have these little gold pastel adhesive back sequins out, let's add some of those to it. Where, there we go. So let's put a big one right here and a small one, if I can get a hold of it. Right there. And then let's do another small one right up over here. Just like that. Let's throw these little babies away. All right, so there is card number 2. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? I just love how this heart looks with the gold and that dark, rich green of that garden green. I just thought that really made that pop. And again, it gives you that Luck of the Irish look without it being exactly a shamrock or anything like that. So there is card number 2. Okay, let's get to card number 3. I think I need this. So I'm pretty sure I'm using the sentiment. Pretty sure, act like I don't know. Huh. All right, what do I have this here for? Oh, that's right. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so our card base for this one is going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and I just took it and I fold it in half, and we're gonna burnish that. So our card is gonna go landscape style for this one. The next piece that I used is this piece here. Now this is from the, what is that from? Oh, right here. That is from this. This is the Hostess set in the back of the, I kept telling you guys I was going to play with this paper. It is in the back of the mini catalog. It is right here. It is called Flowers and More. This paper is so bright and cheery. The colors are absolutely very spring-like. So I'm coming in with this one. The flip side, look at the flowers on that. That's what I'm talking about. That bright with all those vibrant colors is just gorgeous. But I'm going to stick with this one. This side, I believe, is Granny Apple Green. My next piece, oh, and I fibbed. This is not garden green. This is spruce green, or shaded spruce is what it's called. Shaded spruce. Okay. Then my designer series paper, this is 4 by 5.25. Then I'm taking another piece of shaded spruce. This is 4 3/4 by 3. This is next. And then another piece of that designer series paper. Now look at that side with those flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is that shaded spruce along with that Granny Apple Green. I thought those were beautiful together. So this is 2 3/4 by 4.5. So that's going to fit on there like that. Then I took the deckled rectangles and a piece of white, and I used, let me make sure that's the right one. Nope. I need the next size up. This size here, and I'm going to take a scrap of white, and I'm going to run that, this is basic white, I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine, and when I do, I come out with a piece just like this. So this is going to go here. Now those are the deckled rectangles. I also need another scrap of that shaded spruce. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my shaded spruce ink, if I can find it. Oh, that's right. It's right here in my little thing. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this side, the big heart, and I'm going to stamp that 4 times. Now I have to spread these out because of the fact that when you go to punch these, you don't want that leaf cutting into your next one. So really be careful when you go to punch those out that your punch doesn't stamp that leaf. Okay, so we need 4 of those. So I've already got a couple more sitting over here. Okay, let me flip this one over. Get rid of my leaves because I don't need those. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is we're going to come in here and we are going to align these pretty much the same way we did, but this time we have a 4-leaf clover. that we need to kind of smash together. So again, I'm going to come in here with a glue dot, if I can find what I did with them. Go like that, put those two together. And then now I'm going to put these two together and hope that this works out the way that I'm thinking. If I put these on top of each other, if it'll work. Ha! If not, we'll find out here real fast. Okay, see now, I don't like it that spread out. I like them together. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to put these closer together because I don't like it that spread out. Okay, I need one more of these. Let go. Okay, just like that. There we go. Perfect. Now if I can get the last one up. All right, that's what I wanted. Now I want it off my finger. So this is going to get placed on here kind of crooked. Like that. Okay. Now, in the Sending Smiles stamp set, there is this sentiment that says, all the good luck your way. I am going to not chop off, but only stamp the good luck your way. Because you would technically stamp the sending, but I'm just going to do good luck your way. Because then we can actually stamp the sending on the inside if we choose. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do the all the, but I need my my chamois because I changed my mind, which I can do. We do need the whole thing on there because that looks kind of goofy. I'm going to put all the good. I'm just going to use half that stamp in that ink, and I'm going to do that right up here, kind of towards the top. Okay, and then I'm going to clean my stamp off. Make sure that's nice and clean. Kind of pat that liquid off. And then now I'm going to do it the opposite way and do the luck your way. Only putting that part in the ink. Okay, and then I'm going to put that right down here. Just like that. So it looks like it was meant to be that way. Now, what I'm going to do is, I know this is not even close to these colors, but this is our Parakeet Party. This is that metallic woven ribbon. I'm going to take this and I am going to make a bow, but I'm going to make a triple bow. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to wrap this around here 3 times, and then I'm going to tie it. And when I do, I'm going to come out with a bow just like that for a triple bow. And this bow is going to go, because I don't have a stem, and me and my son both tried making stems earlier. Just didn't work out the way I liked it. So he goes, hey mom, maybe you should just draw it on there. No, I should not. I'm not a drawer. I don't draw. It's not my thing. I said, that's what I have stamps for, not so I have to draw and figure that part out. Okay, so now this bow is going to go right here in the center of that to add some sparkle and shine to this beautiful card. Okay, like that. So you're not even missing that stem. Okay, so let's get this card put together. Oh, it's so hard to cover this beautiful paper. Oh, glad you liked them, Kay. I try, I tell you guys. Okay, look at how, because that garden green sits on this cardstock, it makes that granny apple green almost like pop out of that paper there. This is now going to go all the way against the designer series paper like that, right in the center. Okay, watching my top and bottom margins there. Make sure I try to get that as even as possible. Now, if you want to, if you don't like these free floating, you can come underneath here and just throw a little bit of glue on there to hold those down. I didn't really mind that they were free floating. Okay, and then that is going to go right there on the front. But I think we need to pop that up. Let's do one more in the center. So as you guys can see, I used no sets today that were meant for St. Patrick's Day. I created my own cards using a set that was technically for Valentine's Day. But, you know, sometimes you just got to do your own thing. There we go, just like that. What do you guys think? That turned out good? I thought that sparkle of that metallic ribbon really did this card wonders. So that is card number 3. As you guys know, I will decorate the insides of these and take photos of them so you can see the insides of these cards over on my blog. I think we need to actually cut down. Oops, those are not the right scissors. We need ribbon scissors because I don't like that this is covering that word. We're gonna go like that, and we'll go like that. There we go. Now, we can spread those out a little bit. That's kind of a neat effect. Ugh, after I get all that fraying off there. So let's kind of spread this out. Ooh, I like that. I like that frayed look. Kind of gives it a little extra sparkliness. So there is that. Let me bring in the other cards. Now, like I said, if you're a part of my team, then you saw that over on our team page, a Stampin Up group, that I did the Make It Monday challenge. Now, these are the 2 cards that I actually posted over there, were these 2. And like I said, that's that same card that I made tonight. But this is just a little bit something different that I went with using Old Olive on this one. And then I did that same effect with that gold embossing powder with the Old Olive on that. And then just kind of did something a little bit different. So those were my Make It Monday cards. But for tonight, let's bring out these other ones. So there's card 2 and there's card 1. And there are all of our cards for this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that kind of sparked some of your creativity to go, you know, kind of think about the sets that you have and create something for St. Patrick's Day that's just a little bit different. It doesn't always have to be traditional. We can make things our own and still come up with great, you know, cards to send people. And so there are 3 cards if you have this, what did I say? It's called Boutique, or Bouquet, the country Bouquet. Absolutely, the simplicity, and that's what I'm saying. It can be for so many occasions, change the colors up. It is really kind of cute. It reminds me of the leprechaun. You know how he has the little belt on his hat? He has that big tall hat and then that little buckle. That's kind of what I saw when designing this card. So, yep, there we go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching me tonight. I will keep you guys updated on how my mom's surgery goes tomorrow. I will probably pop on live for just a few minutes while I'm at the hospital and let you guys kind of know what's going on, just because so many of you guys have asked and you have been so gracious with keeping her in your prayers and thoughts and the good mojo and all that. So I like to keep you guys updated on what's going on. So if I can go live in the hospital, I'm not sure how crazy it's going to be in there. So, yep. All right, you guys, enjoy. Have a great rest of your week. Don't forget, Wednesday is March 1st, when our online exclusive items will be in my store. Be sure to check that out because there's going to be new products added all the time. But just remember, those items will not be in any of our catalogs. Those are only going to be online exclusive. So you have to keep checking in there. And I will try to keep you guys updated as soon as, you know, I know when things have been added. I'll let you guys know what they have added to the thing. So, but for now, you can go get that PDF over on my blog. So, again, have a great week and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.